Let's continue downsizing in the kitchen by looking at a cupboard with different baking, mixing bowls, things like that. So here, I know I want to bring some of these things, but I don't have space for everything. So I'm going to allocate one shelf worth of space in my new kitchen. That's how much I get to bring. So that's what we'll work through now. The first question, and it's a really big one, is will I bring my KitchenAid mixer? They're big, they're heavy. If you don't plan to make breads or cookies anymore, they're a great thing to leave behind. I'm choosing to leave mine behind. I'm giving it to my neighbor. I know I can visit her and make cookies with her if I want to. So that means I get to also leave behind any of the bowls and accessories that go along with the KitchenAid mixer. Here's my backup bowl. And then I have this really large mixing bowl that I don't use very often. And it's just a space hog, so I'm going to leave that behind too. All right. Then I'm going to choose these bowls. These are fantastic melamine mixing bowls. They go in the dishwasher. They nest. They're very versatile. And I get 3 for the footprint of 1. So I'm going to bring this set. I'm keeping my fire extinguisher here. I always like to have one near the stove. And then I'm going to look at these large mixing bowls. I do like to keep a stainless steel mixing bowl, but I find myself choosing this one size over and over again, and these other ones become unnecessary. So I'm going to bring 1 stainless steel mixing bowl and leave the rest behind. Then I'm going to look at measuring cups. I like to have 2 different measuring cups because if I'm cooking, sometimes I need to measure 2 different things or one is dirty. So I will bring a glass one and a plastic one. But these I found are kind of flimsy and they're hard to pour from, so it's a perfect time to let go of those. Then I have these glass bowls. They are fantastic because they come in a set and the whole set nests together, which obviously nesting, you know I love. So these are a good choice, except the 2 largest bowls are really heavy and it's hard to bring those down off the top shelf. So I'm going to leave the 2 largest behind, knowing that if I need a big bowl, I have this stainless steel option. Okay, so I'm keeping these smaller ones. These are great they can be used for serving bowls or measuring spices, things like that. These are great. And look, suddenly I have reduced, because I'm choosing not to bring those plastic pitchers at the top. There's some random ramekins up there. I'm going to leave all that behind. So suddenly I have reduced this whole section down to just 1 shelf. And I know it's going to fit in my new space. And if I get nervous at all about, well, am I reducing too much? Remember, I can live like this for a few weeks and just use these items. And if I decide, oh wait, I do need another mixing bowl, then I can rethink that. So I can test this out real time before I actually put things in a moving box.